Time for morning chores, and it's cold today.
Hey, good morning everybody. It's Chip and Nicole with Hidden Oaks Homestead. Amber is gone this morning. She had a sleepover last night at Grandma's house. So we have to take care of her chores along with our chores. But this morning I want to tell everybody a story about
the night we met the Arms family.
What a night. But before we do that,
we got to take care of everybody.
We got screaming goats and honking geese. So
we'll take you along.
We're gonna take care of everybody, and then it's story time. Come on, goats! Come on, goats!
There you go.
Chick, chick, chick.
Hey, buddy. Good boy.
We've had a big uptick.
We did.
In subscribers recently, and we owe that to Daniel at Arms Family Homestead. We wouldn't be where we are right now without him, and for more reasons than just subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, subscribers is great, and we appreciate you guys coming across. From Daniel, you know, he gave us a nice little shout out, which helped us a lot in regards to just drawing in more people who want to hear about our story. But yeah, Chip tells the story way better than me.
Yeah,
so.
But we wouldn't even be here on the land that we're on right now if it weren't for Daniel and Arms Family Homestead.
It's true.
So a lot of you guys know, some of you might not be familiar with how we've gotten started with where we're at in our very short time homesteading. We've only been back in America since March.
Yeah,
right?
So it's been 7 months that we're back, a little bit over 7. We just got back in March. We were overseas for 7 years. We were in the Middle East for 7 years, and it was a great time. We had a wonderful time there. You know, we both had great jobs. We were able to travel a lot.
All over the place.
And it was, you know, it was a great time. The kids grew up going to school in the Middle East.
Very safe where we were at.
Extremely safe, and just, you know, with a lot of diversity. We were enjoying that life, but he grew up in this area where we are now, which is very rural. I grew up extremely rural in the woods of Germany, in the sticks there. And when I say rural, I mean rural. The village I grew up in had 20 houses. So the rural Florida where we're at now, with how many residents do we have? 800?
850 somewhere.
That's big
in there. Yeah.
compared to where I grew up.
So we were in the Middle East, and Nicole was grocery shopping. I was on YouTube. I had dug myself deep into a YouTube rabbit hole. I don't know. I was probably started watching a gaming channel or something, and then Nicole comes home, and I'm like, "Did you know that meat chickens are ready for processing in 6 to 8 weeks?" And she's like, "No, never thought about it." And I was like, "Did you know that pigs are fully grown out, ready for processing in 6 months?" She's like, "No, didn't know that. Wasn't worried about it."
Nope.
And I kind of got into this. I was just watching homesteading privately. I didn't want anybody to know because I thought she'd think it was weird that I'm watching people collect eggs and raise
Not
cows.
at all.
And so I didn't even tell her what I was doing. It was like a secret.
Apparently he doesn't know who he's married to.
And then finally, I just got to the point watching Daniel that I came out and I was like, I want to homestead. It's something that I want to do.
Well,
now.
I think the difference, what made the difference with him there, what kind of flipped the switch, is seeing Daniel and, not just concentrating on one thing, but just living their life as a family on a homestead, growing as much of their own food as possible, harvesting deer and things like that. So just, living the life. So I think that's kind of what switched.
Yeah, it wasn't just watching him do instructional videos. I was able to follow along and see how he lived his day-to-day life on his homestead and how he and his family took care of everything together. And it was just
Houston fishing.
It was just something that I was like, okay, I'm ready to move on from this lifestyle that we're living in the UAE, in the big city, and I want to go back and I want to get in the woods. So that kind of put stuff in motion for us. I was expecting her to be like, no, not doing that.
I don't know where that comes from.
But she jumped right on, and once she jumped on, we started saving money. Okay, we need to find land. We started saving money. Like everything was just going into savings hardcore so that we could find
no travel, no purchases, anything.
So we could find the spot that we wanted, and we found the spot, and then we were like, okay, so now we got the spot, so whenever it's time to come home, we got a place to come home to. And when we came out here, we came out on vacation to walk the property and to close on the property. That was in December 2018. And as soon as I was out here, I was like, I'm ready now. So we got back. I kept watching Daniel. Just every day, I would just wait for him to post a video so that if I couldn't be on my land, at least I could kind of be on his land with him.
Live through him.
And go check the minnow traps and to see if we got any crawdads. That's just something Zachary and I look forward to doing because we couldn't do it ourselves. So, but we got everything in motion to get back. And then Daniel, he put out this video, and I actually have the clip. He just talked about YouTube and just do it, just film yourself. Yeah. And
if you have a story to tell.
And when he was doing that, I was like, is he talking to me?
I'll beg everyone to start a YouTube channel. I talk to people on a daily basis and beg them to start a YouTube channel because you never know where it's going to go. You never know where it could lead. You don't have to be good. You don't have to be an expert at something. It's not just about creating and how-tos. It's document the process.
Is he telling me I need a YouTube channel?
If you've watched us, and if you've watched any of our lives, he likes to be the center of attention. So,
but then I get it in my head. I was like, I need a YouTube channel, and I was like, that's a little too much. Let's just do homesteading, and so, but something in my head is like, do it. And I was like, okay, I got to find a reason why I can't do a YouTube channel. So I go and I tell Nicole, expecting her to be like, that's dumb. So I go to Nicole and I'm like, hey, since we're homesteading, maybe we should do a YouTube channel. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like,
but you do it. I wanted no part of this.
And then I was like, no, I wanted you to say no, that I couldn't. So I couldn't blame myself for not doing it. I needed somebody else to tell me no. Subconsciously, that's what I was looking for, was somebody else to tell me, nah, that's not going to work. But I went to her and she's like, yeah, let's do it. And then I was like, okay, well, she didn't tell me no. So I went to my family and I started talking to my family. I was like, hey, we're thinking about doing a YouTube video. And they're like, that's a great idea. You should totally do a YouTube video. So I still did not get the no that I'm looking for. But I was like, you know who will help me out with my no? The guys at work. We're veterans, prior military. We love to rip on each other. That's just what veterans do. So I was like, let me tell everybody at work that I want to go back and make a YouTube channel.
And go from glitz and glamour to farming.
About shoveling goat poop and collecting chicken eggs.
Right.
Those guys aren't going to let me down. So I went to work and I started telling everybody at work, yeah, I want to. They're like, well, have you done it yet? We'll subscribe. We'll watch. I was like, come on, nobody is telling me no. So then I'm like, okay, so we're going to do a YouTube channel. But I kept putting it off, and Nicole's like, well, we're going to start recording? And I was like, well, we'll wait till we get to America.
And that was all about it. I was pushing him to, look, if you want to do this, you need to start now, because you want to start building a relationship, some followers and things like that before we get home. Because right now we're still living kind of an interesting life. So, let's tell our story of how we're getting ready to move. And I wanted no part of it. I was going to be behind the camera. I didn't want to be in front of the camera. And if you've seen any of our older videos, you see how awkward I am. I don't care anymore. So hey. But yeah, I was going to be behind the camera. I was not going to be doing any filming for myself. It was just going to be him and the kids.
I don't remember it that way, but yeah. Okay. She was there in the very first video.
I was, because he made me.
Talking right there with me.
He made me.
So, okay, so then we decided we're going to do it. We started over there, and we probably put out close to 10 videos over there before we transitioned to the U.S. and got started out here. And still, even once we got here, I'm working on our homestead, doing what I can to get this place ready. I'm working, and I'm still cranking out. I still could go and watch the Arms Family, because it's still something that
entertaining.
Something that that had me hooked. And if you guys know, just like I do, that they love Pensacola, and that's where we're at, right?
We are.
So,
we're about 30 minutes north of Pensacola Beach.
Yeah.
So it's our local area, and so we kind of had that local connection with them. Every time they would come to Pensacola, it's like, oh, look, they're where we are. They are in our home. And then Daniel and DJ had put out a video when they came to Pensacola Beach to go shopping for some property. And they were talking about doing a fundraiser here with some
charity event,
some local friends at a church here. And when they were talking about it, I texted him. It's like, hey, have you seen this video? We gotta go.
So
that you can meet him and shake his hand and all of that, because that's our chance, right? I mean, they're all the way in Oklahoma, so the likelihood of us running into them at Walmart is very small.
Yeah.
So we figured, hey, they're going to be here local. That way he can meet him and just tell him, how much of an impact that they have made as a family on our family. Because really, without that connection and without their channel, we would not be here now.
No, we'd still be in the UAE right now if it weren't for them.
Yeah. Well, so, I mean, there are other reasons why we're here now as well. His contract was coming to an end and things like that. But so it just kind of all fell into place anyway. It all kind of worked out the way it was supposed to.
So how did we actually meet the Arms family? Okay. So we go to this event. I had a hat made for him to thank him for what he's done for us, right? So we're one of the first people to get to the event.
Yeah,
our family.
We were there, so.
So and we brought some canned goods to donate.
Yeah, because the way they had it set up, it was a food drive, and so the charity was the charity, but the fundraiser was set up to help a bunch of local charities in regards to foster care, foster children, family development, and things like that. And so there were a couple of events going on around it. One of them was a silent auction. So we donated some items for that, and we were just kind of checking out, what was there, what we may want to bid on that we can use, and just minding our own business. And in walks the Arms family.
So we're in the hall for the silent auction, and I'm just looking at stuff. They got hunting stuff, trail cameras, and guns and stuff, and I'm looking, and then I look up to walk forward, and I see Amber looking at me with this
big
grin on her face, like, here you go. And then I look past her, and there's this majestic 6 foot, what was he, 6'7"? Jeez, he looked so big.
He was like a foot taller than you.
And I'm just like, I was just like, there he is. And he looked straight through me and walked straight past me, and I was just like...
Chip was completely starstruck, which is hilarious, because if
that does not happen to me.
If you know him,
that does not happen to me.
There is never ever a moment where he won't shut his mouth. So seeing him like that was freaking hilarious.
And Amber was loving it. Amber was
she was making fun of him,
just dying, because she had never seen her dad in that kind of position.
Yeah.
So, and then he walked by, and he talked with Brian, the organizer of the event, and then Amber's just the whole time, go talk to him. I'm like, he's kind of in the middle of talking to someone. I'm not just going to walk up and interrupt.
Daddy was just making excuses.
He was literally talking. He had literally just gotten there and was talking to the owner, his friend, the event organizer. I wasn't just going to, hey, I'm Chip. So I wasn't going to do that. So I had to wait for my opportunity, my moment to get in there. So I spent probably 10 minutes looking at this silent auction item. It was a laundry basket.
It was a laundry basket tower. Okay.
And I looked at just 10 minutes. Yeah, looking at it, opening drawers, checking. Yep, he's still talking. Has anybody bid yet? Where could I put this? And just, and it felt like I was looking at this thing for
and
like
me and
2
the kids,
hours.
we were just standing by because.
And they're all just watching me.
It was about him. It was all about Chip meeting Daniel.
It was not about me.
Yeah, it was.
But they're just watching me watch this laundry basket, side-eyeing this conversation, and then. And I'm like, well, I'm probably just not going to do this. I was about to be like, okay, let's go home, kids. We can't do this. So, but he finally, they broke away, and then he was looking at a .22 rifle or something. And I was like, okay.
Pump it up.
If we're going to do this, we got to do it right now. And I walked up to him, put my hand out, shook his hand. And
then he couldn't talk?
And no,
he was so shaky.
My boy, I know.
Like he was. He was meeting.
You
like,
weren't even there.
Oh, I was.
You were like 30 feet away, watching from the distance.
I could hear.
You couldn't hear because I couldn't even speak loudly. Couldn't even get my voice out. But I expected just, hey man, I told him a little bit about us and what we were doing and how he impacted what we were doing. Shook his hand,
lit that flame,
and don't talk like that.
What?
So I explained everything to him, and I was expecting him to be like, "Hey, yeah, cool," and then go about his way. But he sat there with me, and we talked for probably 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
I struck up a conversation with DJ, and we were just kind of talking about kids and goat meat and
pigs, and just we were talking homesteading.
Yeah.
We're
talking about bison meat versus cow meat.
Yeah, and it was just at that point, we got over the awkwardness that I was going through.
I was never awkward. I don't know
why do you keep trying to make this about you? this is not about you. This was my experience.
Yes.
Why would you keep? We know, we get it. You're cool as a cucumber, Nicole. It was like I was talking to Michael Jordan or Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Anyway. Anyways, okay, but it just turned into an organic conversation after that, and then it was time to go eat. So we shook hands again and went to eat. While we were eating, I spent the whole time trying to find him which table is he sitting at? He was sitting outside, and even though that was an option. But so then we got to listen to Jimmy Houston talk. Great speaker, very entertaining.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed his story. And the silent auction, we found out that DJ had some pictures that she had put up for the silent auction.
Big ones too.
Yeah, this huge bison photo. It's huge.
Yeah, it's a big print. It's like 3 by 6 feet.
Yeah,
something like that.
And I told Nicole, I was like, "There's no way we're not going home with this. This is coming home."
Yeah,
with
it was funny. So, I don't know if you've done a silent auction, but you put down your name and a number, and then other people can outbid you.
And at the end, whoever has the highest bid is the winner.
Yeah.
So
Amber actually monitored.
Amber was
throughout.
guarding. I gave her the credit card. I was like, whatever it takes, as long as we come home with this thing tonight. There's no way that this bison is not going to be hanging on our walls for the rest of our lives. But then we split up, and Nicole still got this hat in her purse. She's like, when are you going to give him the hat? Go give him the hat. And I didn't want to give him the hat, and then he's got to carry a hat around all day long. So I wanted to wait. And then after the speaking engagement, after the silent auction had ended, I got a chance to talk with him again, and it was just it was like
Zach
and Houston were running around, playing, doing cartwheels. It was, and Nicole's talking
and Amber
to DJ.
Were talking to DJ and Emily and Jimmy Houston. We got to meet the whole crew. It was really nice. Amber was asking for an autograph from DJ. She was not prepared to give autographs.
But Jimmy Houston never leaves home without a Sharpie in his pocket.
That's right.
He's a popular
So
man.
he's like,
always,
you go.
He's always signing autographs. So DJ was able to sign our buffalo print.
So
or bison print.
Bison.
They get mad over at Cross
Yeah,
Timbers.
it's not a buffalo.
And we just spent time right there together,
and
just
it's
talking.
It really was very organic, just a nice conversation, just definitely a family that you can just hang out with. There are no, what do I want to say? It's just very natural, right? I'm stirring.
I told him, I brought up our YouTube channel, but I didn't want to bring it up in a way like I'm asking him to do something for us. I just wanted to let him know that he motivated me not only to come out here and start a homestead, but also to get the camera out and start filming and starting a channel about our homestead. And he gave me a lot of pointers on YouTube right then. And then we parted ways.
Yeah,
right? That was it.
But it's great. So maybe we'll hang out when they come back to Pensacola. We'll see.
We did not expect a shout out. That was completely on them. We wouldn't have even asked him to do something like for us.
That's just awkward. That
was not the intention. We wanted to go meet him and let him know how they do have an impact on people's lives around the world.
Yeah.
So just let them know that what they're doing.
And we appreciate them telling their story, and that's kind of what sparked it for us to start our journey on this, and just really wanted to say thank you. That's it.
Yeah, that was the point. And then the next day he reached out to us on Facebook and chat a little more, and then I'm at work ready for lunch, and I go to check my phone to see what time it is, see if it's too early to go eat lunch, and my notifications on YouTube had just exploded, and I was like, this is suspicious.
This is weird.
This is weird.
What happened?
So I started, and I'm like, sent to us from Daniel Arms. And everybody's like, hey, we're here from Arms Family Homestead.
Yeah, we hadn't had
like,
chance to watch the video yet, because, well,
yeah, didn't even know there. He didn't like tell me that he was doing it or anything. So
no,
it was just amazing.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everybody that has come from Arms Family Homestead.
Yeah, I hope you don't regret it. You know, we tell our story. We're not trying to con anybody into watching us or anything like that. It's
why would you even think people think that?
Well, because people do that.
So, yeah, but like we said in the beginning, we're early in our homestead. Like, we still have so much work to do. We're still learning every day, and we thank you guys for stopping by and watching our channel grow and supporting us and help us out with what we're doing over here, right?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, and it's just it does keep us motivated. Really, not that we wouldn't keep on going our journey, but when it comes to, you know, filming does take time and documenting. Yeah. So comments are very much appreciated. It just shows us that people actually do get something out of it. That's really it. Yeah.
So you wanna wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. If you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, or maybe you're not sent across from Daniel Arms, you know, subscribe, watch our videos, see what you think. If this is something that you like, please follow us along, leave us a little comment, and
ring that notification bell so you get alerts as soon as we post new videos.
Yeah, we do lives. We try to do them. We're gonna try to do them every 2 weeks or so, and we're pretty funny. So you know, if you ring that notification bell, you'll get a notification that we're live. So we always have fun with that as well. But thanks for stopping by. For all the new subscribers, we really appreciate you. You guys have been awesome, just watching and commenting and leaving us suggestions. It's been amazing.
Yep.
And
we'll see you on the next video.
We'll see you on the next one.